Hello all, welcome to HashiTalks India 2024. Yeah, we will see the world's best practices securing of our application with HashiCorp Vault. So yeah, hi, this is Neil Shah, a DevOps community guy working as a developer advocate and middleware, building DevOps communities like UDG Cloud, CNCF, Docker, HashiCorp in my local region, mentor 15 plus hackathons, and yeah, I've given talks in 10 plus conferences. So let's deep dive in Vault. Before that, let's just understand the basic of Vault, how it works, and what are the fundamentals of it. Vault is a secret manager, a centralized secret manager where every credentials, every API certificate, SSH keys, everything can be stored at a single place. And Vault is cloud agnostic, so it doesn't depend which secrets are from which service app services of which cloud. So it doesn't depend. You can connect all things with Vault and have a centralized secret manager, a universal secret manager for your applications. Yep. So yeah, here is a basic architecture of Vault. So I will focus on major thing like Vault is path-based secret manager. How the routes are in same way Vault is path-based. So the secrets will be stored on that path. Let's say if you want to store a key value pair at XYZ path, then Vault can store that at that path only. And you can only access if you have access to that path only. So yeah, we will see all these things. Apart from that, Vault has a very good audit log sort of thing where each and everything which is occurred on Vault server will be logged there. So it will be seen like who has changed the password and everything there. Apart from that, it has token store, expiration manager, everything. So it is very fascinating like how the leads work here, how the token period is working here. Apart from that, here there is storage backend. Storage backend majorly people prefer as console or S3 or any sort of thing which can work as backend. Yeah, let's go ahead. So what are the main purposes of Vault? First is secrets management. Next is dynamic secrets, encryption as a service, EAS, access control, and which I prefer is audit log. So why use HashiCorp Vault for security? Why people and many organizations are using it to secure their passwords, credentials, anything. Centralized secret management. You can store API keys, database credentials, certificates, yeah, single place. So if everything are at a single place, you don't need to go and search for every secret, and there are less chance of leaking storage if the passwords are legal sort of thing. Because you will always have a keep your mind and an idea at a single place. And many times what happens is, as a developer, where we save a password in notepads in Excel, in sticky notes between the keyboard, behind the keyboard. Yeah, instead of that, you can use for secret manager. Next is dynamic secrets. Yep. So dynamic secrets can help to have more secure sort of thing. But yeah, it depends. Instead of using why we prefer static and dynamic. So as a developer, we will prefer dynamic. But if we talk to any like expert people, then they will say it depends on use cases. But yeah, wherever it is possible to use dynamic secrets, then you should try it out because after a preset amount of time, these credentials are expired. So you have lesser chance that anyone can access your application and it will minimize the risk of unauthorized access. So yeah, it is beneficial But yeah, you also need to consider the use case, the environment where you are using the dynamic secret. Next comes, take an example, simple example, how the key value pair of secret manager works here. So here's the application, and kv slash secret slash app is the path where we want to create, where we want to access the secrets of application. So it will go to Vault. Vault, every secret has their access policy associated with it. So it will go to access policy and we'll see that this application or this person has access to this value or not. So if it has value, then it will get the value from the secret management database and then it will pass on to the application. Otherwise, if it doesn't have access, then it won't show. It's the same as simple logic. But yeah, here the main concern is every vault secret have a policy associated with that. Next comes access control and audit logging. So security teams can definitely monitor access patterns, like who has access on who are trying to access. If a secret is accessed from an unfamiliar IP or at an unusual time, vaults logs, as I previously told, like as application logs are stored, similarly audit logs are stored in Vault. So everyone can see like who has accessed the application and has get the secrets, and if some unfamiliar IPs are trying to get, then you can help and respond to that in real time. So that's a main concern and main problem can be solved over here. Even as a small organization or let's say big organization, everyone needs a security, and those companies who are working with some data sort of thing, they need more security sort of thing. So yeah, this is one of the benefit of using Vault there. Data encryption and secrets rotation. So data, like let's say one example. So secret rotation can be done because every token, every secret, let's say every token, they have lease period. So after that lease, if you don't renew the lease, then the token will be expired. So in same manner, you can also assign like having dynamic secret, but with this time period. So after that time period, it will directly rotate. So what is the benefit? So this approach ensures that compromised credentials are short-lived because you are rotating the credentials. And the next thing is Vault has a transit secret engine. What does transit secret engine does is they will encrypt each and everything which you are stored in the storage backend. So and Vault only have the secret, the cipher code with which they can encrypt. So everything is encrypted before storing in the backend. And even you, if you want to uh, transfer it, like if you want to decrypt or something, then you can use transit secret engine, and you can only see what is the secret code there. Apart from that, what are the benefits of securing Vault access? Reduce risk of unauthorized access, obviously. So you don't want anyone apart from your organization or some people of your team can access. So by implementing this, you can implement it there like airbag, access based, identity based authentication. All minimizes chances of unauthorized access. Audit ready compliance, because as an IT, we also need every like we also have audit of softwares. So it directly creates audit logs. So there are not many risks sort of thing. You can utilize this feature and it will be very handy, your audit reports. Next is operational security. Secure access practices will help you to have your environment without compromising sensitive data or secrets, as if they are stored in an encrypted way, and every of your secrets are a single place and with their access policies. So you don't need to concern about how different uh, secrets are compromised or not, because everything is secure all in a single place. Next comes, yeah, this is the main point which I would prefer is most of the people who have used Vault may know this, but yeah, some of might not know. So in Vault, if the main cluster, let's say Vault server collapse, then what happened is disaster application. So let's say how a worker node, the main server, and they have small server which are working as workers of that. Then same method. These are disaster application and performance application. So disaster application occurs when your main server collapses due to some reason, but your applications are running on. So what it will happen is it will mirror all the tokens, leases, along with root tokens, everything to another server, and it will be working till that push. But when it comes to performance replication, so not everything is replicated. It will it will mirror the primary cluster. It will mirror the backend, the authentication method, secret engine, but it will not mirror the tokens, and it will be as a secondary cluster, not a primary. So where does the performance replication help? When your cluster is in some XYZ region and you are facing some bandwidth issues in some other region. So your application performance shouldn't be reduced here. So to increase your performance, it will create another secondary cluster, but it will work as a secondary only. Otherwise, it is promoted to primary, it will work as a secondary. It will only give the local secret stored in that, and not have the all the XCS root tokens or anything. While in disaster replication, the cluster which is newly made has all the XCS, which has a primary, which is similar to a primary cluster. So you can see how here works. So performance primary directly goes to DR, that is disaster application, if some disaster has happened. Otherwise, it will go to the secondary for the performance sort of thing. What are the best practices for secret management involved? Avoid hard coding secrets. Don't use secrets directly in your application. You can use Vault's API directly get the secrets from Vault using the API. Implement Vault client-based libraries or scripts in your application to fetch secrets securely without any hesitation there. Next, use short-lived secrets, set an expiration period on secrets based on their usage requirements, and rotate or renew them regularly. So that is the best practice. Use short-lived, and if you want to create bulk tokens and everything, you can create short-lived bulk tokens because you know that after this much amount of time, I don't need, so I can regularly replace them. So yeah, this helps a lot. Automate secret rotation. So what is this benefit? Rotation it simplifies secret management and reduces the risk associated with the stale or unused or previously used tokens where they are not in use for quite a long time, improving overall security posture of your application. Because many a time what happens is we had used some secrets of some application long back, but we don't know. Then after some time it should be revoked there. Next is enable environment specific namespaces. So as no as I told already, like it is a path page. So the same way we can also have different subpath, different paths as day or day as stored, and have different passwords and that. So people who have access to Dell won't have access to test production and won't have to live production. So yeah, you can separate them and it will be beneficial because as in it will specify you can access to this only, you can access to this only. Yep, in that manner. For use cases and real world applications, I will walk through it very fastly. Secret management for microservices. As in microservices architecture, you have different sort of microservices and different compartments of your applications, containerized applications. So yeah, you can use Vault API and directly fetch the secrets from that. Reduce the risk of cross-service credential leaks. Here you don't know how the credential sort of system is working there, and each service in the microservice segment requires some of the secrets. So you use Vault API and get a secret from there directly. Apart from that, securing access and CI/CD pipelines. So most of the organization have CI/CD pipelines, and they inject secrets sometime directly during the pipeline execution. So you can authenticate Vault with your pipeline and directly get the authorization of your pipeline from through that. So it will directly reduce the accidental exposure of your passwords. Next is identity based access. So what we told as IAM, we can also use this for every of the cloud directly. So instead of having IAM for different cloud, you can use this as a single platform and have everything as a single state. Encryption as a service. It allows secure secure storage of your password, and data is encrypted. Each and everything is encrypted here for sensitive information such as personal data, healthcare records, payment information because they are very secure, and many organization in this frame pays a lot of thing for securing their storage. So yeah, here are some of the authorization methods which can be key value peer databases, transit engine, which I already told for encryption. Apart from that, it also helps in Azure. It can work in Azure, GCP, AWS. We can use Consul here as backend, and some of the authorization method can be LDAP, Okta. We can also integrate with GitHub. Apart from that, we also can use JWT tokens, OIDC tokens. We can also use PKI certificates over here. Yeah, here is a workshop site for you. You can quickly go through. It is created by HashiCorp people only. So you can go to it and you can directly utilize how what occurs, how what actually works, and at least see through it. Try it out once. Feel free to connect with me for any queries. Yep, thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy all the other sessions in Hashita.